The year is 31 BCE, and the Mediterranean Sea is about to witness one of history's most dramatic showdowns. A battle that would not only decide the fate of Rome but reshape the ancient world as we know it. On one side we have Octavian, the adopted son of Julius Caesar, young and calculating. On the other, the unlikely power couple of Mark Antony and Cleopatra, he, the brilliant Roman general who fell for the wrong queen, she, the last pharaoh of Egypt, as cunning as she was charismatic. The stage? The waters off Actium, Greece. The stakes? Nothing less than control of the Roman world. Antony and Cleopatra's massive warships, loaded with treasure and supplies, faced off against Octavian's smaller, more agile fleet. The morning air was thick with tension as thousands of soldiers and sailors prepared for what would become history's largest naval battle. But here's where it gets interesting. Antony's ships were larger, more impressive, floating fortresses, really. But Octavian's admiral Agrippa had a brilliant strategy. His lighter vessels could maneuver better, strike faster. It was like watching a dance between elephants and wolves. As the battle raged, something unexpected happened. Cleopatra, commanding her Egyptian squadron, suddenly raised her purple sails and fled through a gap in the fighting. And Antony, the man who had conquered nations, who had once been Rome's greatest general, he saw her leaving and something inside him broke. He abandoned his men, his army, everything to follow her ship. It was more than just a military disaster. It was a personal tragedy playing out on history's stage. The remaining forces, seeing their leaders flee, lost heart. Octavian's victory was complete, but the story doesn't end there. This battle marked the death of the Roman Republic and the birth of something new. Octavian would become Augustus, Rome's first emperor, ushering in 2 centuries of peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana. And Antony and Cleopatra? Well, their tale would become one of history's greatest love stories. But their ending was far from romantic. Cornered in Egypt, they both chose suicide over surrender. She with her legendary asp, he by his own sword. The Battle of Actium wasn't just about ships and soldiers. It was about ambition, love, betrayal, and the price of power. In those waves off the Greek coast, the Roman Republic died and an empire was born. And to think it all came down to one moment, one decision, one queen's purple sails disappearing over the horizon.